Okay, so anyway, I promise you guys that I will do an episode of Life of a Property Agent. And why I want to do Life of a Property Agent is because, I've been here for 12 years, and the happy thing and the good thing is I started in 2009. So when I started in 2009, right, I would say that the market is hot. The market is strong. It's like what happened in the last 1 year. The market was crazy, and at that time I realized that, to be frank lah, I feel that monkey also can sell house, because last time is also like that one day you have like 5 to 10 viewings, then people will queue up and offer and all this thing. It's really like what has happened the last 1 year, and also I think it's still happening now lah. Maybe not in such a strong frequency, but it's still happening. So why do I say that I want to talk about this is because this thing didn't last long. It went on for maybe 2010, 2011, and it was, I think 2010 was max. Then it was like, then the market turns back to normal. Then 20, it went up again, I think in 2013. Then the market turns back in normal again. Then it was at normal state, I think at least for the last 4-5 years. Because the government came out with many cooling measures, and before you all forget, the government came out with things like TDSR, cannot lend so much money lah, increased tax lah, ABSD lah. All I have to tell you is, when I was a property agent in 2009, right, there was no such thing as ABSD, meaning that foreigners have to pay tax or this tax. And last time, even if you take bank loan, right, the MOP is only 3 years. It's not even 5 years. So many things has changed. If you really look back into the history, the property market has grown older and grow more matured in a way lah, I feel. So this time round, I mean, oh my god, I'm going to talk about cooling measure again, but it shows that a cooling measure is not needed lah, because there's already a lot of cooling measure in place. Okay, so I just want to let all the agents know that it's not, or maybe even consumer, the job of the agent is always look easy when the market is very strong. But you all never think about when the market is not strong. I survived here for 12 years. I would say that the market was strong maybe for 3-4 years only, and the next 8 years I've been working very hard, and every agent has been working very hard for those 8 years that is normal. So when the market was normal, right, when we don't get like calls, enquiries, or viewing every day. So when normally, okay, now what happens is you put an advertisement, wow, your phone keep ringing, 4, 5, 6 calls a day, people want to view, then you need to arrange, but last time it's not like that. Last time you put an advertisement up, right, when you get a call, you're like, oh shit, finally I got a call, and then the person requests to like view 2 o'clock today. Let's say he called at 1, he said he want to view 2 or 3, you will try to make it happen, because if you don't make it happen, there goes one buyer, you see. So those are the days whereby it was so hard. And okay, so I'm going to go back to there. If you are a property agent, you don't know the history of what happened, is that those are the days, right, where the property market was bad. That is why for private property, you realize that seller pay comm to buyer agent, because seller pays commission because they want buyer agent to bring buyer up to the unit, because it was so hard to get a buyer at that time. But of course, you can argue that now is a little bit different now, which I do agree, because I also experiencing the difference. So this some things and some policy is being I don't use it as a policy, because it's a rule that has been created unknowingly in the market. It's not a law, okay, and it's also not a rule that you need to follow, because this is like a common understanding lah. It's like a trade thing. It's not like the government says that the seller got to pay agent fee to the seller agent, then the seller agent must share with the buyer agent. It didn't come in that manner. It came in that manner because the property market was not doing well. Then to entice buyer agent to bring buyer to their unit, they came up with this format whereby seller agent actually pays buyer agent. That is why in private property, the buyer don't pay the buyer agent. So you all understand how it works now. So it was never easy one, and I will let you guys know that the property market is slowly become tougher. It will never be like last year or the start of the year, because I would say that prices are all-time high. there is not much supply in the market. Things is moving on already. Okay, you see, when I say that, it doesn't mean price would dip. Okay, so whether the price go down, okay, we put it aside. But you can see that the property market is tougher now, and you want to swing your customer to new launch or whatever is almost not possible because there's no product for you to swing. So you better be well versed in your resale. You better know how to look into resale property, how to choose the resale property, and how to explain to customer properly on resale property. I know a lot of customers, they are very angry, they are very agitated because for the past 1 year when they want to buy resale private property, right, the agent will forever swing them to new launch because the agent doesn't have the knowledge to tell them which private property resale to buy. So this is going to be a problem because if you are that agent that is going to swing people to new launch, there's nothing to swing already. To be frank, there's really nothing to swing. And yes, I know there's going to be project coming up, but I would say that prices is really at all-time high. Looking at the land bid, prices is really not cheap anymore. And the affordability level for the majority of the population may not meet it anymore. So it's not like it's not easy to find a buyer that can afford a condo in Lentor. It's not easy to find a buyer that can afford to I think now it's also already not easy to find a buyer that can afford a EC new launch already. Okay, so this EC new launch is already becoming a challenge. This is why when the market is hot, right, you will realize the EC new launch are still not 100% sold. I remember about 7-8 years ago when I buy my EC, I walked into the show flat, there was no one. Okay, there was no one. So EC new launch was tough at that time. Then that's where I benefit from it lah. I managed to buy at the right time and I got a good price, and now I think my profit is at least about 200 over 1,000. So the market is evolving. If you as an agent is not going to evolve, it's very hard to remain and fight this market. I would say that the real estate market will never stop evolving, will never stop changing. Okay, so I just want to help the consumer and agents understand that as a life of a property agent, right, many things are changing one. The property agent's job don't just stand still and do the same old thing. And the strategy I use today, right, will not work next year when it comes to selling houses, or the strategy I use today to help buyer buy house will not work next year also. So things are really slowly changing. Okay, so let's see if the change will come slowly or the change will come very fast. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Again, I want to emphasize, I'm not saying that the price will drop. Okay, I'm saying that the property market is getting tougher. It's tougher to get a unit. It's tougher to get a good unit at a good price. It's tougher to get sellers. Okay, and buyers are to be frank, buyers are very educated nowadays. If you are not as educated as them and you don't do your research and you don't analyze properties properly, it's very hard for buyer to trust you. So the market of fishing customer last time, I tell you, I feel that it will end. Okay, so people don't just choose agent because you have units to view. Sometimes they really need advice because the property price has gone up high. It's not a kucing kurat chicken rice thing. So people really want valuable information. Okay, so the market has to improve. So that's it for today's video. Hit the like button and subscribe button. I see you in the next episode. Bye bye.